Git Command Push elaborated upload local repository changes to a remote repository. This is the primary way to share your code with others, collaborate on projects, and back up your work. Use cases sharing code changes. Imagine you are working on a project with a team. After making updates to your local code, you use Git Push to send those changes to the shared repository on a platform like GitHub, allowing your team to access the latest version. Use cases collaboration. Git Push is essential for teamwork. It enables multiple developers to contribute to a project simultaneously. Each developer can push their changes to the remote repository, merging their work with others. Use cases code backup. By pushing your code to a remote repository, you create a secure backup. If your local computer crashes, you can recover your code from the remote repository. Inputs local changes. The modifications you've made to files within your local repository. Inputs remote repository URL, the address of the remote repository where you want to push your changes. This URL usually includes the platform, e.g., GitHub, and the project name. Inputs branch name, the specific branch within the remote repository where you want to push your changes. Outputs updated remote repository, the remote repository is updated with your latest changes, making them accessible to others. Commands Git Push. Steps 1. Stage changes. Use Git add to prepare the changes you've made to be committed. Steps 2. Commit changes. Use Git commit to create a snapshot of your changes and add a message describing what you've done. Steps 3. Push to remote. Execute Git push to upload your committed changes to the remote repository. Challenges and fixes. No remote repository. If you've never linked your local repository to a remote repository, you'll need to do so using the Git remote add command. Challenges and fixes. Authentication issues. You might encounter issues if you are not properly authenticated with the remote repository. Try configuring SSH keys to ensure secure access. Challenges and fixes. Conflict with remote changes. If someone else has pushed changes to the remote repository while you were working locally, you might face merge conflicts. Resolve these conflicts locally and then push again. Challenges and fixes. Branch mismatch. Make sure you are on the correct branch locally and remotely before pushing. Use Git checkout to switch branches if needed. Challenges and fixes. Permission denied. If you don't have the necessary permissions to push to the remote repository, you'll encounter a permission denied error. Check your access rights or contact the repository owner. Challenges and fixes. Network issues. If you are having trouble connecting to the internet, your push command may fail. Verify your internet connection is working properly.